And good evening. I'm Denise White in for Kelly.
And I'm Mark Wilson. Thanks for joining us. First up here at 6 o'clock, incompetent officers, bungled investigations, no leadership. That's how critics describe the Lake Hamilton Police Department tonight. A report from the Polk County State Attorney's Office says drastic changes are needed and needed right now. The examples they cite are really outrageous. Fox 13's Gloria Gomez following that for us. What triggered the investigation in the first place, Gloria?
Well, Mark, the State Attorney's Office says they noticed a lot of mistakes in one case, so they started looking into all of their other cases, and they quickly realized they were dealing with a lot of incompetence at this police department. Botched investigations into child abuse, a suspicious death, and a sexual battery case have the Lake Hamilton Police Department under fire. The Polk County State Attorney's Office releasing a scathing report criticizing the police department from top to bottom. State Attorney Jerry Hill says the public has a right to know.
They've been unaware of the limitations that department has when it comes to serious cases.
The stinging report calls into question the competency of the entire force, including the police chief there, and exposes embarrassing conditions inside the evidence room. The chief didn't want to talk to reporters about it, but town administrator Sarah Irvine did talk and said changes are coming.
We will look into hiring a consultant or another officer who has more experience with investigation and evidence handling to guide the department into a modern law enforcement model.
The investigation began soon after the Lake Hamilton Police Department were called to investigate a possible child abuse case in February. Doctors determined the 1-month-old child had been violently shaken and suffered major injuries. But there were so many problems with this case, the state attorney's office began looking into it and determined the police department had bungled it from the start. The report concludes the Lake Hamilton Police Department is not competent to carry out basic law enforcement functions.
It really makes me feel bad and sad for the community.
And the report concludes, quote, "It is apparent that Lake Hamilton is no longer able to provide its citizens with proper police protection by maintaining the Lake Hamilton Police Department." Residents who have grown up here are stunned.
It's a shocking. That's why I got the report, so I can read to see what's really going on in my neighborhood. I think they should go back and re-look at everybody in their positions and see about schooling or just calling the sheriff in.
And Sheriff Grady Judd is ready to help.
Whenever a police department needs our help, we always respond and we always help.
And keep in mind, the City Council will hold a special meeting next Thursday to address some of these stinging allegations by the State Attorney's Office and try to figure out a plan and where to go next with this police department. We'll keep you posted. Back to you.
Yeah, and at what point, Gloria, could the county get involved? Because these are allegations that go far beyond maybe just the chief or one officer. When you talk about an entire department.
You are correct, and I think that's what's going to be discussed next Thursday is where do we go from here and what other agencies and, of course, like you said, the county will get involved now, because you're right, it affects so many people. But I know the sheriff said that he's very willing to take on any issues that the police department has, and anytime they want help, all they have to do, the sheriff says, is call.
Yeah, that's public tax money here, and those residents clearly deserve better.
Absolutely.
Gloria, thanks.